far as I know, when I was a kid and I was in school, what happened? As far as I can remember, was that our people were a slave, and that any kid that was born after that was taught what?
About slavery.
Was taught his history.
Oh, the white man's history.
Right. There was no more all about our history. It was his history. Right. The only thing that I knew that we were slaves. That's all I knew, was we were slaves.
So this knowledge introduced you to...
And it just opened up a brand new world about, hello, you more than that, young man. Your ancestors was here from the beginning. Even they Bible couldn't even lie. It's in the beginning it was darkness. You know, you said here's my sister now. She went back down to North Carolina. After leaving this here Nation of Islam, she goes back.
The 5% Nation or the Nation of Islam?
At the 5%.
Okay.
After leaving this.
Your sister. This is your sister.
Yeah, my sister's name was, oh man. Now look. I'm firstborn. So, the crowd that I hang out with is 5%. My sister them wants to know who my group is. Who my brother, you know. These guys that we hanging out with is so lame, you know, and all that other shit. You know, so they sneaks down into the neighborhood where I'm hanging out at, and they bump into the brothers, you know. I'm like, I said, okay, all right. So now my sister and them, they meet Allah.
Your sister met Allah.
Yeah, my sister Sil used to go with Allah. No, Billah. Billah, and they used to live right up upstairs over Allah and Billah and their grandfather over there on Willoughby and what is that, Franklin Avenue, right there where my junior high school is at 117. Their grandfather, that's the one that gave us the pass to go see Allah.
In Manawan.
Right. He had the railroad pass that gave us.
Okay.
Because he worked for the railroad for over 30-something years. And he, you know, now he was like a cripple and whatnot. He had that voice box and all that shit. And he got the pass for us to go visit Allah.
Wow.
You know, cause Willeen was there taking care of him, his daughter, and which was Allah's woman at one time, because she had the two boys,
right.
and whatnot. So anyway, my sister used to hang out with Justice. You know, he was Akbar then. Used to hang out with him. All the women loved Justice.
Oh yeah.
All the
so
women.
Justice was a ladies' man.
What? That's why Shahid.
Okay. Now that makes sense.
That was one of the reasons Shahid was. He was already pissed that him and Allah was right hand. He was Allah's right hand man in the mosque. And when he got ready to leave the mosque, he chose
Justice.
Right. But, all right. Okay. He's pissed off about that. Now, he comes running to the father, telling the father, yo, speak to your man. And he's, what you talking about? He's
messing with my woman.
Yeah, he's sleeping with my woman, man. This and that, so and so.
If that's your woman, if it was really your woman, then he wouldn't have
her.
her.
He said, how could that be your woman and she's sleeping with him? That can't be your woman. And she's sleeping with Justin. I mean, Akbar. And that pissed them off. You know. As far as I know, is so after behind that good shit, we was at war with the Kusir Muslims up here in the Bronx. That Shahid was in charge of.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Shahid was in charge of the Kusir Muslims.
He was the head man.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So now I just put together myself and say, oh, this motherfucker started that shit up. Had us up there fighting and whatnot. Wow. I ain't know nothing about this here goddamn borough. I'm running around streets and shit like that. I don't know which way I'm going. Right. Only thing I knew kept us going was the run, follow the train, the L.
Oh, right. This 5 and 2 line.
Yeah, right. We were running, following the L.
Wow.
And I think it was the 42nd or the 48th, some shit like that. Police jumped on the bus because we jumped on the bus because we didn't know where folk we were going. They stopped the bus and snatched our asses off, arrested our asses and shit like that.
Fighting with the Muslims up here.
Yeah. Up in the projects, That
Shahid was
in charge of.
Wow. See, now that's a history that I didn't know about. You know
what I'm yeah.
Now, I don't know, like I said, as people watch this, people may have some discrepancies, but you giving me history as you know it.
What's great? Hey, listen. And it wasn't we was, we kicked ass or anything like that. Because the firstborn came to Medina and said, yeah, we fighting. Up in the Bronx.
Firstborn of Mecca came to Medina?
Yeah, so we fighting.
Who's that? Which ones? Do you know?
ABG came. I think it was ABG came because he was more knew us more than the rest of the firstborn. Okay. You know, and we was classified, Medina, we were classified as the warriors. You know, like that, and he said, we fighting all the Kusir Muslims up in the Bronx, this and that. The father and all of us. The father. Ain't was nobody paying at the turnstile. Nobody,
He said the father was a part of it too.
Oh, what? Yeah, the father was involved in this shit, man. Listen. Brothers was telling us that the Muslims that chased their asses out the projects and shit. And they said, and they ran all the way back to Mecca. And they said when they got down there, they saw the father standing up there. They said the father outran a phone call. That's how fast he got the fuck out of there.
Wow.
You know, so it wasn't all about us kicking no ass up in there, you know. We got our ass chased out of that motherfucker.
You must do your own research, as I did.
If Mecca did this.